everyone, and welcome to Kate's Coaching Corner, where every single week I bring you tips, highlights, and a challenge moving forward. So this week I want to talk a little bit about Google Tour Builder. And it's a great place to have students experience almost like a virtual field trip, or you can have students create their own little trips or tours based on what they're learning in class. And I want you to think outside the box beyond just world studies or history or things like that. I really think this can be used in any subject area. So let's take a look. So once you get to Tour Builder, you have some options. You can search for tours that have already been created. You can look at this gallery. You can have students experience those, or you can create your own. And remember, students can do this as well. This is an example of what maybe a student did to prove his knowledge about the American Revolution and the events in battle. So you drop a pin, you can explain what happened in that location, add pictures and text. And you can travel to those different locations in sequential order. What I love too is you can drop this little guy on any pin or location that you're talking about, and students or teachers can experience what actually happened at those locations. You can see what the Battle of Lexington looked like at any given time. So I think it's a great resource, again, for students to create content or for you to share content with students. It's very simple to use, and if you have questions about it, I'd love to chat. Next, I want to highlight a Strive teacher, Hayley Rotor, who is doing amazing things with problem-based learning in her current events class. She's working with Lydia Davis and Laura Harrison to bring an awesome experience to her students. They're working together to brainstorm issues or problems within their community. And now they're going to talk about how they can become active community members and potentially solve or bring attention to those issues. So they're going to spend a lot of time doing this. I love that Hayley wants to, do this big in the fall, and so she's getting her feet wet in the spring so she can really get started next year. So I think she's doing awesome things for these students, and this is where our district is headed. So if you have questions about it, she's a great resource, and I'd love to help you as well. Lastly, I want to give one last plug to our trivia board. Here's our leaderboard for week 1. Week 1 is shut down, so you can no longer answer. The answers are on the whiteboard if you're curious, but you can still certainly get into week 2. Today's our last day, and I'll have a brand new leaderboard next week. If you have questions about how to scan those QR codes, please feel free to ask. I would love to get you up there and get you answering those questions just as another way to see what other people are doing in the building and what you might want to try as well. So thanks so much, PR. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you next week.